Hey, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about something really important when it comes to building mobile or web applications, loading data for offline use. With more and more users expecting seamless experiences even without an internet connection, it's crucial that developers know how to handle data loading efficiently. In this video, we'll cover the best approach for loading data for offline use, including why it's essential, the key considerations you need to keep in mind, and some practical tips to get you started. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of how to load data effectively, even when your users are offline. So let's dive right in. When we talk about loading data for offline use, we're essentially talking about catching or storing data locally on a user's device. This allows the app to function smoothly, even without an internet connection. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of how to do it, let's quickly cover why this is so important. In today's world, users expect apps to work everywhere, all the time, whether they're commuting on a train with no Wi-Fi or trying to use your app in a remote area with limited internet connectivity. By loading data for offline use, you can ensure that your app stays functional and user-friendly, even when the internet is down. Now, let's talk about some key considerations when it comes to loading data for offline use. First and foremost, you need to think about what type of data you're dealing with. Is it static data that doesn't change often, or dynamic data that updates frequently? This will help you determine how often you need to update the cache data. Another crucial consideration is storage space. You don't want your app to hog all the user's storage space, so you need to think about what data is essential and prioritize accordingly. Finally, you also need to consider security, especially if you're dealing with sensitive user data. Now that we've covered some of the key considerations, let's talk about the actual approach for loading data for offline use. One popular method is to use a caching library or framework that can handle the heavy lifting for you. These libraries typically provide features like automatic cache invalidation and memory management, making it much easier to implement offline data loading. Another approach is to use a local database like SQLite or Realm. This allows you to store more complex data structures and relationships, which can be really useful if you're dealing with large data sets. To summarize, from this video are loading data for offline use is crucial for providing seamless user experiences. You need to consider factors like data type, storage space, and security when implementing offline data loading. Using a caching library or local database can simplify the process of loading data for offline use. That's it for today's video on the best approach for loading data for offline use. We hope you found this explanation helpful in understanding how to implement offline data loading effectively. If you have any questions or need further clarification, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. If you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content on mobile and web development. And if you're feeling generous, give us a thumbs up. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next video.